Hello, I'm Heather Riley, and welcome to today's math lesson for grade 4. My math tutorial videos are largely based on the curriculum found in the Math Focus textbooks, but the concepts and methods work no matter where you're doing your learning. You may know other methods for solving the same type of question, and that's terrific. Now, let's get started on numeration. All right, so today we're going to be looking at plotting numbers on a number line. So we're going to do this in two ways. One was with really small numbers, and one is with larger numbers, like years of dates. So first we'll start small, and then we'll move up. So all a number line is it's a physical line that you plot the numbers on. So I'm going to use my ruler, and I'm going to just draw a line. Number lines are usually horizontal. I suppose they could be vertical, like, for example, you might have a number line that's vertical if you're measuring your height on a door jamb or something like that, or on a wall, or on a tape measure or something. That's a vertical number line. We're going to use a horizontal one, and in math, in our grade 4 math, I'm going to specify it's often horizontal. So if I was going to plot numbers on a number line, it just means putting them in order. So I'm going to have my dice here, and I will roll my dice because I love dice. And 2, 1, 5. Now I want all different numbers, so I'm going to re-roll that last 2, 4. Perfect. This time I'm not going to leave them in the order that I rolled them. I need to put them in order. So I need to say on my number line, which end of the number line am I starting at? What's the starting point? So I will probably start my number line at a 0. And then I will put my 0 over here. So that gives you my starting point. Then I'm going to put them in order. So 1 comes after 0, 2 comes after 1, then comes the 4, then comes the 5. That's in order from least to greatest. The reason I'm starting with the least is because I started my number line with the lowest possible number when it comes to dice. I have to plot my 1. Now I'm only going up to 5 here, so I can make my number line 5 slots long. I could also make it 10 slots long. I could make it 100 slots long. But why do a whole bunch of work when I'm only working with up to number 5? So I'm going to put 1 is my next integer, so I'm going to leave a space so my numbers are clear and put my number 1 right here. Okay, then my next number is number 2. I'm going to travel, it's the same distance between 0 and 1 as it is from 1 to 2. So however much space I use to show that one number jump, I'm using the same amount of space to show one number jump. So it's 1, 2 squares I used, so 1, 2 squares I'm using. So this is where my number 2 is going to be. I have 4. Now to go from 2 to 4, it's not one number jump. You're jumping first to the 3 and then to the 4, but I don't have a 3 to plot. So I'm going to leave the space for the 3. So 1, 2 little squares. This is where my 3 would be, but I don't have a 3 to plot, so I'm not going to write anything. I'm going to use that as my next spot to move over to my 4. So 1, 2 more spaces. So this is where the 4 would be. The 3 would be right in the middle here. And then to go from 4 to 5, again, is only one number jump. So 1, 2 little spaces, and that's my 5. If I was using a pencil, I would have just erased it and left it at that. But, so this is number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this end point would be 11, which is not a nice round number at all, but at least it's a complete number line. The main thing is, whatever numbers you're working with, you have to show the same amount of space to show the same number jumps. So that's why we left a big space in here, because the 3 would have gone in the middle, and it's the same number jump of 2 squares for this particular number line.